Hello my darlings and welcome. Today I'm going to craft a wreath to decorate my altar for Imbolc. I want to celebrate the flowers that bloom the earliest in the year, such as snowdrops and crocus. Let's do some magical crafting. For this wreath project, I wanted to honor the flowers that bloom the earliest in the year, often pushing up through the snow of late winter. My plan is to use lots of white, green, purple, and fuchsia, with spots of yellow. The crocus is one of the flowers that I'm including in my wreath, in both purple and magenta. I'm also including other purple flowers to represent the early blooming iris and violet. And the rest of the wreath will be filled in with pink, white, and yellow roses. All of these flowers came from my crafting stash, so I didn't have a representation of every flower I wanted. So I decided instead to represent the colors of all the early blooming bulbs. White for snowdrops, yellow for daffodils, purple for iris and violets, and magenta and pink for crocus. This magical craft is created with faux greenery and flowers so that the wreath can be reused for many years. I'm starting with a small grapevine wreath that's about 8 inches wide. This wreath is meant to sit flat on my altar rather than on a wall or a door. So a small wreath is preferable to me. However, you can make your Imbolc wreath any size you like. The first step is to add a pentagram inside my wreath with purple ribbon and hot glue. The next step is to hot glue all of the greenery and florals around the wreath, alternating colors. You'll also notice that I'm adding some white, pink, purple, and yellow candles around the wreath. I found that gluing them on at the beginning did not work, and so I added them at the end instead. Imbolc is also called Candlemas, Bridget's Day, and the Feast of Lights. It's not exactly a celebration of spring, but instead its focus is on getting ready for spring. It's a celebration of life and light. If Samhain is the end of things, then Imbolc is the beginning of them. Candles are a popular symbol of the holiday. Candles represent the coming return of the light, literally the sun. And adding candles to my wreath is a way to honor the seasons. I'll give thanks as I light them, but because they're surrounded by flammable materials, I will only light them briefly, and I will observe fire safety at all times. If you plan to hang your wreath on the wall, you may wish to omit candles entirely, or add them as a visual and symbolic element only by gluing them on their sides with no intention of ever lighting them. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video without additional comments, except to say that I hope this video gives you some ideas to make your own Imbolc decor to celebrate the Festival of Lights, and I hope you have a blessed Imbolc season.